All right. Well, so we are live, just so you guys know.
Awesome.
Please don't say the gamer word. I beg you. Please.
Gamer.
How dare you?
I
So
don't know why.
we've been gone for a while, boys. How you been?
I'm doing all right. Might have the Rona, but
Might have the Rona.
yeah.
The Rona. I've caught the coof. It's taking my eyeball jellies. They're drying up. I can feel it. Okay. So while we're here in this little hole we're in while the game is updating, so I know y'all. So that's one question. I know some of you guys have some more questions too. And I know a lot of guys are out due to family issues. Correct?
Yeah.
The family issue I shared is I'm still dealing with it, but it's not something that I can't participate in. I'm just
Are you in the hospital right now?
yes,
You are.
yes.
That's okay. If you feel a need to rush off, just go ahead and rush off. You can't tell him let's say anything. Just, I gotta go. And you pop out. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
keeping an eye on things. So
Sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, they're doing fine.
That's good.
Speaking of, hold on.
Speaking of doing fine, it's Gray. Let's see. Is this game working? We've been gone for a long fucking time. I think we haven't played a game in 2 weeks or some shit.
I think it's 3 at this point. Yeah.
Good. No way. Been the holidays just fuck shit up because you got holiday week. Everyone's traveling around. Then you got
It was the Chipsmas and New Year's one.
New Year's. That's the other one. Yeah, New Year's.
Thank you for
Flying
flying
Private
Private
Airlines. Thusula for 19 months. Thank you. Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, pop, 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 all these holidays. That's a lot of holidayage going on there. I have a new map for you guys, actually.
Neat.
Because I'm not going to spring it now, but I have some things planned for when you're all back together as a team. That way you'll have some fun. What?
No, I'm trying to find. I'm trying to add.
Do you hate fun? Is that the problem?
I'm searching the compendium. And I'm trying to find this skill that I'm trying to add to my character sheet, and I just cannot find it.
Ooh, is that showing my screen? I hope not. No, okay. So I was trying to find the map and then pulled up my fucking pose folder. I was like, oh, fuck. That should not be on stream. Alright, so select file. It's processing very well. Village.jpg. The JPEG should be a PNG. Alright, no padding. Pixel grid by 35 should do it. My numlock's not on because I'm a num nuts. There we go. No longer than 50? Fine. Fine. 50. So let's go ahead and save that. Can you save that for me? Thing? Please? Save? Okay, 51. Save? Save changes? That's probably just blagging. Is the music playing? Let's find some music. Let's do this. Please work. Oh boy. Okay. Been a long time, so things are not working correctly. What's that? There it is, underline.
That still works.
There we go. You got noise and sound now. There we go. So activate. All right. That's not even close to what I wanted, game. God damn it. Jesus.
Ah, yes, technology.
Ah, yes, black screen.
Just give me a second. I gotta fix it again. Oh, it's 2 villages. Ah, good job, me.
And I can worry about this later. Whatever.
What do you mean?
I can't find the so like I have season die on my character sheet, but I can't find blessed is she who hides.
It should be in the scout profile in it. You should go to the job profile and it'll be down in your thing somewhere. Here, let's do available job journals. You're a scout. So you go down to so the thing there. You drag that onto your sheet and it populates.
Okay, I was looking in the wrong compendium. That's all. Okay.
Don't you worry, baby. I got you.
Let's
Do y'all see the map?
There it is. Got it.
I do.
Okay, so here's village. Probably up the squares by a little bit there. Do a little 60 square. Yes. Okay.
All right, cool. Just checking.
So let's see here. There are a few things on the map. I believe there's a Humvee and a truck, correct?
Believe so.
What?
So scrolly. Vehicles. There we go. There is a Humvee. Wah. Token. Do 3x3, I think should do just fine. No, 4x4. Wah. And then there's a truck, and the truck should be in here. Jeep. Bah. There we go. So you guys have your cars parked right here. This would be pertinent for next weekend, hopefully, when everyone's here and there aren't any more drama going on. If there is, then God help us. So I'll do some labeling here. So this is the inn. That's really tiny. Can I get bigger, please? No? Just small? Good Lord. There you go, font size. Go to a 70 font size, please. Update drawing. So, in. There you go. So that's the inn. That's where you are. That's the inn. You are in. Hello, chatters. How much for a maid full dress of the knee-high cosplay? New year, new dress. Jesus. What's you guys see me in dresses? I don't get it. Like, what kind of weird fetish is this, chat? I don't understand this. Fuck. I dumped my meringue. I don't know what to charge you guys for a full maid dress. It's honestly, I need to understand what you guys are wanting here. Like a full proper maid outfit, like actual like English maid, like with a long skirt and a skateboard, that kind of shit. All right. Anyway, so Boyard, R's, Declan, Gray, how you doing? How you been?
I'm doing all right. Might have the Rona.
Yeah, doing alright.
Declan's just gonna look over at those words and be like, pulls up his rifle. Excuse me?
I've got an infection. Click clack. Don't you fucking do it. I've got the cure. Okay, so I believe last time you guys survived Windy.
Yeah.
Everyone leveled up. I do believe.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you survived the attack, and
Somehow.
And then the Fey Lady held my hand.
the Fey Lady held hand. Ooh woo. All right. So you find yourselves back into the little village town. Oh, let's see. Where's my map? You guys are all down in Bitterness, I believe. Yeah, it's Bitterness. So you're all in Bitterness. So you guys arrive back after a bit of lugging along. And you guys have your deer with you. Now, I forget who the goober's name was. Was it the town? It's been so long, I don't know what all my notes are.
This is the town that asked us for the deer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you guys were talking to a dwarf who was... Yeah,
I thought it was in between Bitterness and the woods that we found this weird little town.
I want to say this is Bitterness just because I literally cannot remember. I don't think I even wrote that shit down because I didn't expect 3 weeks without game. But I believe you guys are in the Saucy Rat Tavern or some shit. And let's see here. Arrive with deer. Because you guys are more or less just doing something nice for them. It's the same town you guys got the
Beal.
the dragon groin sinew for your belt. Yeah.
Yeah.
As one does. As one does. Man, I am so discombobulated. We haven't played in 3 weeks. That sucks, dude. Good lord.
Yep.
Holidays be a thing.
Holidays do be like that, don't they? All right.
That did not work. Shit.
What'd you do? What'd you break?
No, I was trying to add navigation.
You fucked it up, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Just find it and remove it. It should be in your catalog somewhere.
Yeah. Oh wait, here it is. Oh no. Okay, I think I can change it.
Oh, here it is. No, okay. So this is the village of Haster. I did write it down. Okay. So this is not bitterness. It's the small village of Haster in which you help them farm deer due to lack of intake due to younger dragons tearing up the cattle and wild game. So there we go. I believe you're working for someone called Ramalets or something like that. So you guys have found the deer. You guys,
First I'm hearing it.
so you guys have survived Windy. You got the deer. Now, I believe you guys only took the Humvee out, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
We did take
yeah,
we
that
did
is
take
correct.
like a sled with us.
Okay. So you guys, sorry, yeah, Frantic, no joke. So you guys arrive back in Haster after a bit of a bouncy ride. But you guys do ride back, and you guys are quite rattled, a little bloody, a little torn up. But as you guys roll up, the guy who asked you, this Ramalette guy's he's kind of like raising his eyebrows up when you all pull in. He goes, "So was the adventure successful? It seems like the deer fought back."
I mean, you could say that.
How many times have y'all gone out there to hunt that deer?
Quite a few times. Nothing really happened. Was there a dragon out there or something?
Nah, just a really mean fucking deer.
I'm just gonna kind of glare at the guy like, you know what I'm talking about.
Does he look like he's hiding something?
You can do a. Let's see here. Let's put you guys out onto the sheet real quick so I can actually see your stuff better. It'll be Arse. It'll be Declan. Then it'll be Boyard. It'll be Haza. It'll be Nia. It'll be Hans. No, not Hans. Sonny. That's right.
Don't tease Hans like that.
So you guys can roll perception, sure, to see if he's lying or not. No problem with me. Just
Perception and what?
Probably cunning, I reckon.
I gotta remember how. How
No,
do I
my-
add perception? What the hell?
The funny dice aren't working.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay, hold on. Here we go.
Guard, where's my funny dice?
Hold on. Hurry on.
I don't actually care if he knows or not, so I won't actually roll for it.
I rolled a critical failure and still rolled an 18.
Nice. So we're reloading real quick. I should still have your rolls. But I'm turning on funny dice. There we go.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Funny dice activated. Okay, so 12, 18. I love the crit fail, still an 18. God damn. Set the kind of ask guy down. He looks like a deer in the headlights. He's like, dude, no, it's just should be deer out there. I don't understand. There should be just herds of these bushy-tailed deer, right? You found the bushy-tailed deer, right? And it's like they're a bit feistier now due to the young dragons, but nothing really out of the ordinary. Did something happen while you're out there?
Can I interlude on this one or interject on this one?
Do what?
Can I interject on this one?
Sure.
Okay, look, man. How many deer did you ask us for? I believe it was originally 7. Is that correct?
I think it was 5.
It was 8.
No, I think it was 5.
I know 7 was a number. It was either we needed 8 and we got 7, or we needed 7 and got 6.
I could have swore they asked for 5.
You know what? Let me just rephrase it. Look, man. You asked us for a certain amount of deer.
Uh-huh.
We brought back deer.
Yes, you did. And
We're short by 1. But we had a deal, and you failed to mention some things that we needed to know. So I think we've upheld our end of the bargain.
Well, let's not be too hasty here. I mean, we do appreciate very much the deer, and this will go a long ways in providing food and drying, and for the village of Haster. But I don't understand why you're so angry. It should have just been a simple meat run. You guys got these fancy chariots. You run out, you grab deer, you come back. It should have been.
In this case,
I'm gonna grab a deer and then head into the kitchen.
In this case, we were the meat.
I am still not following you.
Oh, we got attacked by another worldly hell-based thing.
Do what?
Yeah, shape-shifting otherworldly hell-based.
Yeah, at
As
this
you
point,
do.
Declan's just gonna like sigh and walk away and just be like, "You handle this, please."
He's like, so he goes, otherworldly hell beast. I mean, you could call a dragon that. If you did kill the dragon, would you bring it back with you as well? I don't see it on your chariot.
It was a deer.
As Declan's walking away, you're gonna hear him mumble, "It weren't no fucking dragon."
Fuck it, can I draw one?
Sure,
Draw it.
if you want to.
I'll-
So if you want to try and draw it, just use let's see here. Just use your brain power. Just try and draw it out. Just whack it out. And then Boyard, as you're walking inside with the deer, you know that you're just kind of dragging it along. As you're walking inside to the you're going towards the inn, the inn kitchens.
Yeah.
Okay. You're dragging it in. As you kind of walk with this deer, people are kind of having, kind of have a meal, kind of drinking. As you turn around, they go, yeah! They all kind of cheer you on because you're walking with this huge ass, like, bushy tail stag. And everyone's cheering at you, and despite the fact you're half horse, they're kind of running over, kind of clapping you on the shoulder. They really are, like, quite happy to see you, and the fact you brought food with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna head in the kitchen, and are there any other chefs in there?
Oh yeah, there's a whole range of cooks in there. No one fancy; they're just cooks. They cook up the oatmeal.
I'm gonna look for the best one, and I'm gonna say, you're my sous chef.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah.
6. So the dice still aren't working. So this kind of teenager is like, me? Okay.
You know how to butcher a deer?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do we do it
I'm
now?
gonna go ahead and yeah, we're gonna butcher and serve up this deer.
Oh, like right now. And he kind of goes and kind of like looks around and picks up a pair of knives. And goes, okay, like out back. Did you already gut it?
I'm gonna hold up the deer.
Now they're working. There we go. Gesture. He's like, no, I'm asking, like, did you already gut it and empty it out in the forest?
No, not yet. I think I did actually. No, I think I actually did specify that.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'm not gonna fight you on it.
Yeah, I know that you need to gut it pretty quick.
Yeah, or it spoils the meat.
Yeah,
and you would know that for sure.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, let's go. And he kind of like motions towards this huge butcher block. He goes, all right, let's skin it up and chop it up, eh?
Okay, I'm gonna set off half of it to make rations for the village, and use the other half for like a nice meal for the inn.
Okay. What's up?
Boyard, where's your rifle?
I don't have one.
You don't have one at all?
I have an SMG, but I don't use it because I have a 0 in shooting.
When was where is it? And more importantly, when was the last time you used it?
I think he's ever used it.
I think I used it in basic.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so Declan is just gonna like face palm to hell. He's just gonna sit up in the back of the Humvee and just ask for everybody, bring me your weapons, I'm gonna clean them.
Okay.
While that's going on, ours is just sitting in the Humvee because he couldn't give less of a damn about explaining what the fuck just happened. And he's going to be checking on Lady Winter because she seemed spooked about the Wendigo, and he's curious about that.
Ours, may I clean your weapon as well?
I don't really have a weapon for you to clean, but sure. And then he hands you his pristine looking gun that he never uses.
Quite literally never uses it. It's a nice thought to be used, but I think you only use magic, don't you? Have you actually fired your gun in anger once?
The only time I fired was one quick shot. Quick draw.
Sorry, but if you haven't been using your weapons and you haven't been cleaning them, they're gathering dust. Declan is getting annoyed.
Give gun, give.
Ours is gonna look at Declan and say, I fix your weapons. Do you really think I wouldn't keep my weapon in condition?
You have to understand, cleaning weapons calms Declan.
I know, I understand that, but in character, he's just like, dude, seriously, I fix everyone's weapons. So he's just like, No, my weapon is fine. Thank you, Declan.
Okay.
Okay.
But
So
he'll turn his attention to Lady Winter.
Okay.
How is she doing, by the way?
She's not doing great. She's actually staring out towards where you guys left. She's actually like, she's intently watching the forest. And she's intently staring in a very like highly aware that she knows something is out there, and she's like kind of like, it's kind of like seeing the boogeyman in the shadows. So you stare where you saw him. You don't know where he is or where he might be, but you know he's out there. You're just watching him and waiting for him to come out there.
Ours catching on to this will just, I guess, sit down by her and say, should we be worried of pursuit?
She kind of like breathes in deep and goes, I don't think so. They shouldn't exist. That should not exist. Those shouldn't even be here.
Yes, well, in the time you've been sleeping, there's been a lot of changes to the world.
No, you don't quite understand. I may have mental lapses, but I know those shouldn't be here. Like, they were a trial weapon, of course. We did try them, but we had to exterminate them. They shouldn't still be here in any shape or form.
Sorry, what?
Hold on. A trial weapon?
Yes, a trial weapon. We decided to see if we could create a kind of super foot soldier in a way, and it didn't pan out. And we all decided that we would just go through, remove them, and just call it a day. So we went through. We killed off the entire herd. Made sure no more could be made in any way, shape, or form. They shouldn't even be here. I don't understand why they're here. We were very resolute on making sure that none of them were still left alive. They're too dangerous to be left alive.
Lady Winter, does that mean you remember your past?
No, I just remember how scary those things were, and a little pocket popped up, and all I remember is that I remember hunting these things and being hunted by them, and it was a big, huge mess, like mid-war. And they should not be here. They should not be alive. We killed all of them.
So this is a threat that even the Elder Fae are wary of.
Well, not even that. There was something inside it. You saw the face, didn't you?
Yes, well, I saw a glimpse, but not enough to actually verify.
There shouldn't be things in sight of them. There shouldn't be anything inside of them. It should just be like flesh, bone, meat, wood. There shouldn't be a person inside of them.
Yes, wood.
So would you say that it's more of an infection than at this point?
It's supposed to be like a golem. That's all it should be, a golem. It should be like a big meat golem that just obeys commands, but they didn't. They got super aggressive. They started disobeying commands. They shouldn't be here. We killed them all. I killed them all. I killed a lot of them. They shouldn't even be here.
Am I within earshot?
You don't understand the language.
Yeah,
you
so
wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
This is all in Fae.
No.
Nope, that's fair.
So, quick question. Would y'all have told us about the whole shape shifting into your friend thing?
Do what now?
I'm talking to the frog boys.
Would y'all have told us I think I would have brought it up a little bit, but Boyard was too busy with having, a giant hole in his chest.
Yeah. So while healing y'all, would y'all have explained what happened to ours?
Yeah.
Okay. So ours is going to say, so this whole... They did say something about the friend appearing in... Well, that monster appearing in their friend's guise. It seemed... I wasn't there to verify things, but it seemed like it would be reasonable. Just based on the person inside, maybe?
So as you and the Fae Lady are talking, who's drawing out this picture of the Wendigo?
It was Boyard. I think he would have done a quick sketch and just handed it over, and then gone
Okay.
into the inn.
So when you hand a picture over, this guy's staring at it. He's like, what am I looking at here? Was one of the deer infected? What's going on? I've never seen this thing before.
Don't know. Don't really care. You can talk to the nerds.
You can talk to the nerds. Nerd. What? I gotta talk that like, bro.
I mean, I'm a nerd, but not the nerd you want to talk to.
There are other
Hey,
nerds.
can I see my future girlfriend and her funny slave going at it?
Yeah, you can see
And I'm
them.
just like, what are you two talking about so animatedly?
Right. Did I actually guard?
Uh-huh.
When it changed to the woman's face, right?
Yeah, so I know it's a long time ago, and I do apologize. But as it ripped off Hansa's form and changed back into the Wendigo, you guys had damaged it. You guys had damaged. Well, actually, I believe wasn't Boyard hitting it or stabbing it or some shit?
I was smacking it with the pan because
Yeah.
I didn't trust it. Because I did. The way I said, look at it is, I knew it could mimic voices, and I didn't like. Why would Hans be in the middle of the woods?
So when you guys were, not you guys, when you were beating up with a pan, you tore off part of its face. Now, underneath all the deer skull and the bone and the antler was a woman's face, which I told you guys, I believe it was a female woman's face wearing a British uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a female girl?
Yes, a female girl. Gray.
You remember you kind of started to simp over her a little bit.
Shocking. Shocking. Him simping? Shocking.
But I've been able to draw that as well.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, like upon hearing Gray speak up, ours is going to pause in his discussion with Lady Winter and say, well, apparently the beast we faced wasn't really. It was a weapon made by the Fae, apparently. So.
A Fae weapon, all the way down here. How? I don't understand.
Sounds like the consequences of their actions.
Ours will completely ignore the guy that's staying over there because he's talking to Gray and not him. So means mine.
just a little full on ignore. Like, no, I'm not talking to you.
If Boyard's in earshot, he'd say maybe the same thing that drove the Drakes here drove that.
Let's see here. Let's go to my documento.
What drove the
all
Drakes
that
here were more
base stuff is to the north, right?
But I will say, did you guys see Castle while you were out there?
Castle?
Yes, the woman. He can kind of turn the picture around. He's kind of tapping the woman's face. Castle. She's a local villager.
Is it a very familiar woman?
Well, no. So basically, Boyard sketched out the British woman. He goes, "Yeah, this is Castle. She's a local hunter. Was she out there with you? Did she help you? We haven't seen her in days. We thought, one of the young dragons had gotten her. I mean, they've killed quite a few hunters, but we figured, she got."
Why does he keep mentioning dragons?
Hold on. Now ours is actually interested in the conversation. He's gonna say, hold on. He's gonna get out the Humvee and say, hold on. You actually knew who this woman was.
Well, yeah. First, her sister lived here, and then her sister left, and then she came. I think they were twins, maybe further down the line, but they lived in a small hunting shack out just outside town near the forest. Well, depending on where you went, you probably would have or would not have seen it if you paid enough closer enough attention. But she's one of the local hunters. She, her family's been here for generations. All women, strangely enough. Not a boy in the line.
Wait, hold on.
I'm just gonna quickly take everyone aside, and I'm just like, should we tell him?
This woman she was human, wasn't she?
Are you asking him or Gray?
No, I'm asking the villager guy.
A who now?
But she was like one of the Veil Riders, auxiliary. The I don't know how to explain this to you. Can someone else explain this?
I mean, she was local. She had, she was a local brim touched. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. At least, I mean, she's a very kind woman.
But I drew a brim touched?
No, he's seeing her face. He recognizes her face. Oh yeah, that local brim touched. That's what he's seeing.
I see. Where is this woman's shack?
A few miles outside town, no more than 30 minutes walk towards a forest. I mean, kind of hard to miss. It's her ancestral family home. Her mother, her sister, her other sister, they all lived there for a long time now.
First cousin twice removed.
I mean, perhaps. I'm not really sure.
Hey.
But yeah, did y'all see her alive? Is she okay? Because she hasn't been in town for quite some time now. She actually made it a lot of the hunts and brought meat to us. She kept a lot of the, well, unfortunately now orphan children still fed, and it's been quite hard without her being here.
Well, I didn't see her alive, but my companions here might have.
Well, that's good.
Well, I guess the best way to describe it is she tried to kill us.
Alive is subjective.
She tried to kill you. That's impossible. I mean, she's a lovely, kind woman. She wouldn't. Well, she hurt a deer or two, but never like anyone out of the ordinary. Unless you guys attacked her. Which, did you attack her?
Well,
What's that Declan who shot her in the head?
She may have been. She may have been infected with something, and
Don't know
we
what you're
might
talking about.
have a way to help her.
Okay,
with
so as you're all talking, I need all of you to make perception checks. Yeah, all of you. So Gray, Ars, Declan, Nia, and Sunny. I'll roll Nia and Sunny. Yeah, but y'all roll yourselves.
I'm here, just
Just
barely.
straight
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
perception?
Just actually, make it a save. Roll cunning saves.
Okay.
Even
I'm
Boyard,
trying to
or
remember
I
computer
guess I
Save
guess
roll,
just
cunning.
No, so Boyard, you're inside.
yeah.
Oh man, I rolled like crap.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay! Goodness. All right. So, I have a token. Let's see. Man, my tokens are really lacking.
Okay, so it's the server that's lagging, not us.
It's probably the server, yeah. Let's see here. I'll pull this one out. So update that. Okay, cool. I'll go to the token then and update it there. Doop. Why is that? What the fuck? Oh, okay. So, as you guys are kind of talking here, she's infected, and you hear, who's infected? And as you guys kind of look over your shoulder, at least Declan, as you look over your shoulder, you see that British woman standing right fucking behind you. But you notice that she looks a bit different than usual. She's wearing more mundane, normal clothing. She has a pair of very short horns on her head, and she has kind of lightly pointed ears. And you know for a fact she didn't have those before, but you know from the face that this is the person who you saw in the window. And as the guy leaves, goes, "Castle, how you doing?" And he kind of like pushes you aside, Declan, and kind of walks towards her like open arm. "We thought you were dead. Haven't seen you in days."
Actually, when I see her, can I like recoil a bit, just like, ugh.
Yeah, and Gray, as you recoil, she looks at you and she glares at you like quite pointedly.
Yeah. Ours, instead of
I'll
actually
just
looking
sorta-
at the woman, like ours will actually look towards the Humvee where Winter is.
Winter's
is she
not
staring
there.
at that woman? Ah, I see. I
Like,
see.
like you guys hear the door, and slammed back shut where she sprinted inside the inn.
Oh, I see. This is happening.
Okay,
Yeah,
how's the cooking coming so far?
Do what?
How's the cooking going so far?
It's going quite well. You have quite the audience of the kitchen watching you kind of butcher away at this deer, and they're all kind of watching you intently. The guy you're working with, the younger teenager, is trying and struggling to keep up with you, but he's doing his best. You know,
give him a little bit of pointers. Try to it's a bit better if you cut here. Makes the meat a little bit leaner.
So as he's kind of cutting down one of the backstraps, he goes, "It is kind of awkward for you, knowing you have almost the same biology, or is this you kind of just roll with it?"
I mean, you know, pigs are like anatomically similar to elves. I mean, you're fine with eating pigs, aren't you?
Well, yes, but I don't have hooves. Hot Fresh Noodles, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, bud. Because yeah, I don't have hooves or 4 legs or.
I know harpies that will eat pretty much anything, and they eat chicken.
Yes, well, that's harpies. They tend to eat anything that moves and breathes. I'm pretty sure harpies eat harpies.
I mean, you
actually,
know, horses are opportunistic carnivores. They'll eat damn anything.
Yes, but you're not a horse. You're a centaur. I'm doing okay, Hot Fresh. We're this is our first game in what 3 weeks, boys, or some shit.
Yeah.
So we're quite behind on story.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't really mind. I mean, if you were eating an actual centaur, yeah, but this is a deer.
Would you eat the centaur yourself, or was that's more off the menu, like a no-go for you?
I mean, if they were willing, I mean, would you eat like is this guy a valley elf or?
He is a valley elf, yes.
Yeah, would you eat a valley elf if they just like, hey, here, I have this arm?
Roll me a perception check using your cunning, please. So he goes, I would never do that. That'd just be weird. And he says it in a very odd way. You're kind of like, huh? You know, it gives a very odd vibe. It's just like, you're like, like, instead of saying, oh, no, gross, he goes, no, I would never do that. That'd be weird. And kind of like gets more into carving off the meat of the deer.
I give him a quick shove. It's all right, kid. Everyone's thought about it at least once.
He goes, the guy goes, oh, actually, let's see here. I'm going to do a roll for him.
Sure, thought about it.
He goes, yeah, once.
It's like a. I'll just go back to carving. And also get a little bit starting to actually cook.
Okay, gotcha. So back at castle, and so the Fey lady has ran inside the inn, but Castle, who watches her run with a bit of like an eyebrow, goes, "So, strangers, how was your hunt? It appears to be fruitful."
It was shit.
I'm gonna just sort of switch to playing it cool. I'm like, yeah, it was no problems. Just
absolute
did our
dog
job.
shit.
Back.
Oh no! This is actually intentional. Ars actually walked up towards her, and he's just staring at her with a tilted head, and so he hasn't said anything yet. He's just staring at her.
God, quit being such a weirdo, Ars.
Such a weirdo.
Yeah.
So. Thanks for bonking me. Hey, Dakota, how you doing? So she goes, "Why are you staring at me, arse?" And she's staring right at your eyes and knows your name.
Are you alright, Mom?
I am quite fine, and you're making this very odd and weird for all of us. So, she kind of like looks around at the guys. So we have deer now. It's great. I've had a lot of trouble. And she looks around at Declan and Nia and Sunny and Gray and Archie. I've had a lot of trouble getting game myself. It's been a very busy forest.
I'm gonna sort of catch on. I'm just like, oh.
Yes, well.
Fix fingers. I got some game for you.
Apologies for
what?
interfering.
That's what I was expecting Gray to do. Just give her the finger crossbows, and it's like, I got some game for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that in front of my future wife.
So, Ars, what are you
Oh
saying?
no. Yeah. Ours will say, well, apologies for interloping in your hunt, but I do have a few questions if you don't mind.
If you have questions, we can go inside the inn in a private room, and I'll answer them. And as you say that, the guy goes, hey, I bet you will. You always did like him skinny and small, didn't you, Castle?
What does that mean, sir?
Nothing. It kind of turns and like walks away, like the fast walk. Like, he goes, "Hey, get these deer out of the truck! Come on, let's go!"
Yes. Well,
Or chariot, actually.
Very,
He was a chariot.
yes. Well, I am very curious, I suppose I should say. So,
Digs through garbage, of course.
if you wouldn't mind, I would like to ask you some questions, if it's not too uncomfortable for you.
Me, uncomfortable? No, uncomfortable is getting hit in the face with a pan and having half your face blown off.
Yes, I do imagine that would be very uncomfortable. I can't say that's happened to me, but I have had my arm ripped off before, so yes, I would have some level of understanding of how uncomfortable dismemberment could be.
Is that why you have the arm peg thing going on?
Yes, well, it's a very long story, but safe to say that they are cruel beings.
I am quite adept on how everyone's got a very long story and how cruel the Fae can be.
Yes, well, it seems we have something in common then.
Yes, we do. And she kind of opens up her she's got like a long leather hunting jacket. And 1 second here, I gotta find a picture for it. So, as she opens up her jacket, there is a paratrooper Sterling slung around her neck under her jacket. She goes, "We have many things in common, you and I." And she points towards all your rifles you guys have.
I believe I recognize that insignia. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's familiar at least.
I'm gonna raise my hand.
She goes, "Yes."
Can I touch it?
No, you cannot. She fucking closes her jacket up. You can tell that she's very athletic looking. She's very clearly a very woodsy person. She's not sinewy, but she's muscular and very lithe. She's very adept at running through woods, going over trees and roots and hunting things. She's very clearly a hunter. But she goes, "No, you cannot."
Well, yes, I do believe that we should probably find a private room before we get into the more important subjects. Yes.
Yes. Who's all coming with you? Just you? Alone with me? Are you sure you won't die or be eaten? Maybe I'll take your face.
Well, if you kill me, then you'll probably be doing me a favor at this point, since I have essentially sold my life away for service and safety. So, if you choose to kill me, that is your prerogative. But I would like to ask you questions regardless.
My, you are a dour one, aren't you? Very well, let's go inside. She kind of like walks past you towards the inn, and as she walks towards Gray, she kind of shoves him in the chest, poof, and knocks you back like 5 feet.
Ooh. Why are you being so mean to me?
It's a wonder why, Gray. You called her a cunt like fucking 6 times.
She seems somewhat pleasant.
I mean,
And
she tried to fucking kill us.
He actually says that. He actually says that with no sarcasm. He genuinely thinks that she seems pleasant.
She shoved Gray. I like her. All right, so Boyard, as you're inside the kitchen, we're cooking away, and you hear a bustle. You hear, "Castle, we thought you were dead!" Everyone's cheering her on. She's like, "Oh, shut up, you bunch of village idiots."
I posted Boyard's reaction in the Remnants chat.
What is this shit gonna be? Yeah, so Boyard, as you're kind of cooking, you're like, "What's with that noise?" You lean backwards and you go, "Ugh," and you see the woman whose face you bashed out of the skull. And as she sees you, as you see her, she looks at you and she does like the her eyes to your eyes motion with her hand, and she's saying, "I see you and I know you."
I cook faster.
Jeez.
Cooks with panicked intent. Okay. She goes, all right, up here. She kind of walks up, and she pulls out a key and unlocks a room that's hers. That's her room in this inn. She's purchased. She opens it and pushes it open, and kind of pushes it open. And as she does, you see that this room is full of books. This is very clear. She's very clearly a very ready person. It's got a much more personalized bed in here. Instead of having the usual inn bedspread, it's her own blankets, her own pillows. And then all along the wall, she's installed shelves. Basically where she lives when she's not out hunting. She has shelves full of books, all on the Tunka language and the Fey histories and all this fun stuff, as well as a few SAS journals and books she brought with her. And they're very clearly in English letters, so they stand out quite vibrantly.
Well, she's currently turned into R's favorite person just by all the books alone. Wow.
So as you guys are kind of walking through, you see she's got a spare uniform kind of hung up in the corner, and there are quite a few little medals stuck to the uniform. She's very clearly decorated in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, so ours is just kind of glancing around the room. He's gonna look at the uniform and say, I don't remember what your military unit was called or their nationality, but I assume
they were called the Sassy.
You wouldn't know that,
I just
Gray. Shut up.
almost spit out my water. Thank you.
Yeah, I assume they were quite notable in your world.
Oh, there are quite a few in my world. Speaking of, how is Earth?
I wouldn't know. The most contact I've had with Earth are those that have come and basically.
Well, hold on. How do you not know what Earth is? You have weapons on you. Clearly, you know where Earth is. You've been there. You have the weapon. You have guns on you.
I've never
No,
been
we
there
just
in
got
my
hired
life.
by him.
Well, to explain, my people have very close relations with the human militaries, so they've been trading for long before I was born. So, yes, I don't really know anything beyond that, though. So, I've met a few, I've had conversations, but beyond that, really, I can't really say I know Earth.
So you are working for the humans, then?
No.
No.
Well, I'm a mercenary. I don't affiliate with humans beyond that. Well, beyond my past, I suppose I should say.
Sure. Why not? So who do you work for? Are you on the Fey aligned?
Well, I suppose I should say that I am solely due to my allegiance towards the woman that is very intimidated by you. But beyond that, I want nothing to do with the Fae.
What do you mean as a Fae with you? You mean the blonde? So you're talking about with the white hair?
Yes, the woman that was very adamant about making sure you didn't grab off hold of me earlier in our bout.
Why? What do you? Hold on. What are you doing to walk around with a Fae for? You know what they've done, haven't you? You know what they did back on Earth, or would you?
Yes. No, I.
You don't know.
Don't.
You don't know you don't know the conspiracies. You don't know the warping of humankind to become a militant force, an army. You don't know anything about this.
I grew up in a land where the Fae was celebrated, so the more dastardly deeds would be somewhat unknown to me.
So you have no idea what they've been up to at all.
No, I would say no, I haven't. Beyond their inherent cruelty towards their own people.
Oh, they are quite cruel indeed. You know what? I won't get into the whole depth of story. I don't feel like doing a story time with you or that. As you point towards Gray, he's probably looking in the corner or some shit.
I would say I am interested, despite your reluctance, but I understand if you don't wish to go into it.
You said you had questions. What do you want?
Well, I believe it was rude to say infection, but it was the only thing that I could see.
No, it is far more accurate than you could even begin to believe what they've done to me.
So yes. So this curse, you've been around this village for generations, I assume?
150 years.
Yes, that is quite a long time.
You don't look a day over 30.
She slowly rolls her head around. He goes, "Thank you, I appreciate that."
Yes.
Also,
well,
sorry about the whole disagreement thing.
Disagreement. Oh, what could you possibly be mentioning in disagreement? Please do tell me. Enlighten me what you mean.
Look, please don't just play games. Come on.
She's like, if we're like a more hateful stare, like if someone could say, "I want to stab you through a stare," you're getting it.
And I'm just gonna sort of sigh and roll my eyes. Like, look, this is kind of fucking counterproductive.
14.
Like,
So I'm gonna go down by 2, right?
wait,
I'll be right back.
So I'm gonna go-
okay, so, hang on. What were you doing as like part of that group of deer?
Look, the young dragons are just decimating deer. All I was doing was trying to get the herd to move more towards my hunting shack. I was literally herding deer as a deer. Then here comes your prancing pony assassin from hell, just slicing up throats, and then you guys shoot me. Who kills a deer with a kitchen knife? Who?
Him?
Professional.
A professional? Is that what you said?
Yep. But he's currently in the kitchen.
And I will admit, unfortunately, when you guys cause damage to me, the ailment took over a little bit, and I fell into the more intoned. Look, okay. So what do you want to know exactly? Because the last thing I need you all doing is she reaches up and pulls off two little tip covers, and you can see she's wearing little fake ears over her round tip. She kind of pulls them off, blowing my cover in this place. Because how do I explain to these villagers I've been around for 150 years the fact I've given them sons who I watch get old and then die? How do you explain to them? I need you guys to be on level here, or if need be, I'll just kill all of you, one or the other. I assume you guys would rather live.
Honestly, I didn't really know that you had a established rapport with the villagers, so my apologies if I affected that in any way, but I was mostly trying to warn them in case you were a dangerous element, which I could see or not.
Well, no, not right now. Not the thing I haven't been. Things get a bit odd sometimes.
Yes, and
Hang on. How many dragons are there? Sort of threatening the area.
Well, there were 12, now there are 9, thanks to me.
interesting. So you're very adept at hunting these dragons.
Adept's a word. And she kind of pulls off this Sten gun and throws it on the bed. It's very easy to kill when they get shot in the back of the head from point blank range, thinking that little deer is nothing but a front of them, and nothing more than a little meal.
Oh, I see. Do you keep these? Well, do you scavenge anything from these corpses out of curiosity?
Me? No, let's get them out of the way. They're just absolute monsters. They just decimate any herd they get across of. They don't even eat them. They just roll in them like it's playing with bodies.
Yes, well, they are certainly monsters, but they are useful in terms of regents and making equipment. So,
Do you need help killing some of them?
if you have any of these monsters and, well, if you have any of these corpses, I would be happy to know where they are.
Yes, I'm sure you would. Let me guess, you want to harvest the groin muscle for massive profit, don't you?
Less for massive profit and more just to make tools. I'm a mechanic by trade, so, and I haven't really dealt with those tools in any, well, those regents in any way, so I would be delighted to actually be able to take my chances and make something out of them.
How about you go and kill it yourself then? I'm not your fucking nanny. And she starts like pulling off her traveling clothes, this long fur-lined leather coat she throws in the bed, and she kind of stands before you in these long like leather breeches and tall knee-high boots that are very like actually you can see on the bottom of the boot heels are like kind of like little pegs where she's covered up the studs for better grip in the forest. She's wearing this kind of long sleeve, the sleeves rolled up, kind of like town shirt.
Well, that's perfectly fine. I didn't expect to do anything without. Well, I didn't expect to offer us anything without your consent.
Don't you have questions? You said you had questions. What do you want to know?
Yes, more of how you said that you've had this infection for 150 years or so.
A very long time, yes.
How did you get this infection?
Voluntarily. Simply volunteering for a new vaccine is be a huge thing. Anthrax was a huge fucking worry. So they wanted guinea pigs for this little vaccine thing, and they're promising combat roles. It's very hard to get a combat role as a woman in the British Army. So I thought, hey, I'll volunteer, I'll go on these field exercises, and probably go to the Falklands or whatever have you. That was a big thing at the time.
I see. So, who was the lead Fae in charge of this operation? Or were you aware of the Fae before?
No, but I know who it was. The Fae name is Scasser, also known as Corporal Lion. That's what he was known as while we were there. But Scasser was one of the, what do they call it? The Queen, which is hilarious. They call her the Queen of all things. But this is apparently some kind of old weapon they had back in the day. I wanted to do a trial on humans, see how it would go. And fortunately, they liked what they saw. So they pumped me full of more of it, and now I am this. But as they learned very quickly, we're very hard to control. Us Wendigo.
Oh, is that the proper name for it?
Apparently. Well, it's more of a misnomer. It's basically called the Wendigo Project, some hacking thing they have over in the States, the colonies.
Yes, and beyond the obvious effects, this rage that you went into, is this a common occurrence, or is this only when provoked?
It's a provoked mechanism. It's harder when you're younger. It's hard to control. The older you get, the more control you have over it. We tend to go into hunting mode. The younger ones are hard to control, and sometimes they can even go feral. I'm sure at least humans have known of the stories of the certain Wendigo going rogue or getting loose and roaming and swimming through the waters and traveling oceans or hiding on boats or whatever the hell have you.
I see. And beyond that, this ability to change your face and what have you. Do you need to kill your targets before assuming their face? Or
what? No. We just go in your minds and find a memory. We go in, be magical. It's some weird thing we do. I assume it's magic or some other cutesy thing named like that. We go into your brain, we find a memory, a voice, we cherry pick a few quick things and then take the form. It's quite simple.
Oh god, you can read our minds?
Yes, we can, you fucking pervert.
Interesting.
What do you want about?
Out of curiosity, what do you see from my mind?
I'm just gonna sort of play it down as I like take a puff from it. It's like, no, you don't. No thoughts like that.
She goes, your mind, right now, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm exclusively thinking of the caramel dance.
Of who?
The caramel dancing.
Shut up.
Wow.
Good Lord. So more or less, as she stares at you, she goes, why don't you tell me? And her face ripples, and it's like her face turns to waves of water, and your own mother's face appears on hers. Seen your parents lately? So those of you in the room see her face change to a very stern, almost effeminate version of Ars's face. Like it ripples mouth and crawls. Her cheekbones change shape, and she's now wearing Arce's mother's face.
He tilts his head again because he's more fascinated. It's just like, that is very interesting. And no, I haven't seen my pants lately. If I did, I would likely be killed for my transgressions against the wonderful Fae and all their glory and blah blah blah, whatever the fuck.
Yes, I'm sure you be hung from your feet for your such horrible transgressions, my little Benedict Arnold.
Yes, well, my family were merchant families, but they were quite fanatic in their fervor for the Fae, so hung from my feet is a bit of an underestimation, but it is an interesting method that you use to disguise yourself, I must say.
Yes, well, no matter how hard I try, I can't keep my ears pointy, so I use these little caps here. I got these from some other humans way east of here. They're hiding in the village.
So, beyond that, I don't really... Well, he's gonna pause and kind of look around and say, would you be offended if I could ask to read some of your books?
My books?
Yes.
That's a hard no there, Squire.
That's fair enough.
Maybe if I knew you better, perhaps, but not right now. I don't think so.
Well, I am here, and you are a welcome deterrent to dealing with my fate, so we could always get to know each other better.
Rather forward of you. Knowing that one, she points towards Gray. He wouldn't mind at all now, would he?
What?
Lusting after Faye, lusting after me. You're a little creature of lust, aren't you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I am sure.
You know, the bad thing is, ours doesn't mean anything about it. He's just like, hey, I want to get to know you better so I can read your books and actually understand you. Also, be right back.
Anyways, so like these dragons, would you need help, bumping them off?
I mean, I can take care of them. I'm not getting shot in the face by some random forest scrivener. But I'm sure you two can make lots of money doing it.
Okay, that's kind of rude, and also I don't know what a scrivener is.
Somehow that does not surprise me.
Okay, what the fuck is scrivener?
Hey, what the fuck is scrivener? Someone tell me what scrivener means.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Alright.
A person who invested money at interest for clients.
No, that's a human definition.
What the fuck is the non-human definition then?
In your fucking business. Look, read a fake book in RPG, bro. You might learn the word.
Listen here, nerf herder.
Screams intentionally.
Hey, that's kind of rude. Like, I already apologized, okay?
You don't even know me, you called me a cunt. That's rude.
You tried to fucking kill me!
Yeah, well, get over it. Grow up. You know what? Look at me. You'll get better, alright? Get over it.
Yeah, but guess what? You will too.
No, I won't.
Why not?
It's rude.
So I was trying to kill someone.
You shot me first.
Well, you were being a fucking delicious deer.
Do not call me delicious. And you feel like her, like, squeeze your brain mentally like a plum. Like,
come on, now that's rude.
Your thoughts are rude. Your entire vibe is rude.
Can we say that when she squeezes Gray's brain, she only finds that it is smooth, no wrinkles?
Yeah.
My brain, beautiful, no wrinkle.
It slides around in her grip.
All right, so downstairs with Boyard. Boyard, you have managed. So while you two are bitching upstairs, Boyard, you're like, must keep cooking. And as you're kind of cooking,
you want to go, lady?
Yeah. So as you kind of cook, you look to your right, and you see that young teenager still pulling. He's getting every piece of meat he can off this deer carcass. He's getting any piece of meat he can, any kind of red meat. And Sonny, please no. So as you're carving, you kind of look to your right. You see that same teenager, and he's still carving the deer up. You see him kind of like eyeballing you as he's carving, then looking towards other valley elves, and like kind of shakes his head and keeps on carving. You know.
Okay, I'll just ignore that.
I'm gonna ignore that. Just.
They still only have the one deer in there, right?
Yes, the rest are being carted off by the townsfolk.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
No?
No.
How do you mean?
All right, so I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but
Okay.
when he said get these unloaded, I'm still going to interject and look at him and said, "Hold up, do we still have our deal?"
What's the deal again?
I believe it was for crude gasoline.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's fuel.
Not proper fuel, but fuel.
So he goes, yes,
Quotation marks
of
fuel.
course. We're still on track. You can go talk to a distiller over there. And he points towards, let's see here. Pull the map.
Okay, well, either way, Declan will be like, okay, he'll relax and allow the deer to be unloaded.
So let's see here.
Still very upset and still very convinced that this guy knew things that he didn't tell us.
I know you know. I know that you know that I know. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I know. All right. He goes, yes. Go see the distillery. You'll see about the smokestack and the big copper pipe.
All right.
And I don't know why you're so mad at me. I didn't know. I mean, about anything. It's Castle. All right. She could have been helping you hunt for all you know. And honestly, I'm just glad that Castle's alive. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
What? What? You have this? You have this look on your face. What? Did I anger you somehow? I mean, as far as I'm aware, our deal's still good. I don't know why you're mean mugging me.
All right, hold on for clarification. I don't know which parts of conversation I heard before they walked inside. Do I realize that Castle is the one that attacked us?
You would probably know, yes.
Oh, I would have thought that. Would he know that she wanted to keep it hush hush?
Yeah,
No.
see, and that's why I was a little bit confused. Is where did that conversation take place? Did I hear it?
So
They talked about keeping it quiet, and then
fuck me.
Then they walked in.
You would know they're talking privately. That's all you would know.
So I don't realize it's Castle. Okay, that's what I was going with. So I'm still gonna stick with the okay. You've been hunting deer.
Yes. Well, I haven't. She has been. Others have been. To be fair, Castle's the only one who survived so far.
Somebody would have known that something was out there. And you should have mentioned that there's something else other than deer.
Yeah, dragons. I told you about it already.
That was not a dragon.
What was it? I don't know what that is. For I know it's some kind of rabid deer you happen upon.
That was not a rabbit deer.
You act like I'm supposed to know these things. All I know is I told you to go get deer. You found deer, brought them back. I don't know what else you found.
Rabbit deer don't have faces of ladies in them, and they don't make a ding sound when you hit them in the head.
He's kind of watching you, and he goes, "Are you on the leaf or something?"
I wish I was.
It'd make a lot more sense.
Yes, it would, and it would make me feel a whole lot better.
So he kind of looks over his shoulder, left and right, and goes, "Do you want some leaf?"
No.
Ah, fine. If you do want some leaf, come find me. I got some pretty good stuff.
I'm pretty sure I can find somebody who might want some, but no thank you. Take the deer, please. I appreciate the fuel.
Yep. There should be an old man in there somewhere.
Say that again?
An old man in there. He's what he does.
Oh, you're talking about the fuel.
Yes, the distillery.
Will do. Still not happy, but let's just go our ways.
What the fuck is that line? I
What?
got a weird meme from Lore Smith of Scooby-Doo snuffing out I don't know, it was weird. I don't know what that was.
Okay, so I kind of dropped for like the whole conversation that Haza had with Castle. What did he say to her?
Do what now?
Like after I muted, I kind of dropped, so I didn't hear the conversation Castle had with Haza. What did he say to her?
They're currently bitching at each other about how rude the other one was. Like he said, you called me a cunt. You attacked me. You shot me. But like, basically, you're just kind of bitching at each other.
Meanwhile, ours is just sitting there innocently. He's just like, this is nice.
This is nice.
This is nice.
So
Bonding.
so as the two are yelling at each other, you hear a light boop, 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 boop at the door of her door.
You know, he'll get up while they're actually arguing and open the door. Yes.
As you open the door a little bit, the Fae's hand reaches out, grabs you by the chest, and rips you through that door, and then slams it shut behind her. She goes, "Are you out of your mind?" So she has you pinned to the door, but your feet are like a foot off the ground. She's pinning to the door. She goes, "Are you out of your mind? Why are you talking to it?"
Since they gave you this already.
Come back to this scene.
Do what?
I'll be right back.
I hear the nurse in the background.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
think
right
you'll
back.
probably have to come back to it.
Yeah, I'll wait.
So, somebody else.
Yeah, so we'll go to Declan, Gray, Ars. So Boyard. You're all done cooking. You made quite the spread, plenty of side dishes. Go and do your cooking roll there.
Do I get any bonuses for having a sous chef?
I'll give you advantage.
Yay.
Nice. Also, Alpaca, how exactly are you preparing this?
Nia, you gotta stop, dude. We're reading these fucking messages.
Like, I'm doing like a 3-course meal.
No, I mean, how exactly are you preparing the meat? You know what I mean?
I'm doing a bit of stew. I am doing a little bit of barbecue.
Okay.
I'm trying to make work do with what I got.
You just said the magic word.
Yep.
But fucking barbecue.
Yes. At this point, Declan has smelled this and it's just, I mean, keep going with him, but Declan is wondering and like, ooh.
Yeah, so more or less, as Boyard exits the kitchen after about an hour and a half of cooking, because you've been going since they first got here, you walk out with this huge fucking spread, and everyone in town has come to the inn to savor Boyard's cooking. So basically, the place is hopping and popping, and people are boiling into the doors, and they're all cheering on. They're calling out Castle's name and like, and the horse guy, yeah! They're all pointing at Boyard. You know, but everyone's currently kind of filling in the inn. Everyone's kind of enjoying the food itself.
Guard, I have to ask, since I
up?
rolled above a 35.
Oh,
I get the random encounter.
the thingamajigger. Hold on. Let's see your.
What?
There's a cooking thing, or a chef
Boyard,
thing, really.
Boyard, could you throw that in the chat? Because I'm really curious what this is.
It should be. Where's your journal? I can't get to it. Okay, let's go to the actual job journals. Phew. Chef.
I'm curious.
So let's see here. It should be not a trip to Flavor Town. Where is it?
It's my level 7 one, I think.
You know what's
It's not in the
okay, hold
journal.
on. Yeah. It's new.
Yeah, it's in. Yeah. It's
Stand
alluring
by.
scent.
Stand by.
Oh, I have the field guide open.
Yeah, it's a chance to generate a random encounter whenever I roll above a 35 of cooking.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Oh, that is awesome. Yep, I see
A
it now.
random what?
Random encounter.
Oh, also on that.
Welcome back. Everything good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
No, she's being rude to me.
So real quick, we'll find out what happens here. Alluring scent. There it is. So we'll see what happens. So basically, high good, low bad.
Oh no.
What'd he roll?
A
1.
1.
Oh no.
Okay.
You just attracted a dragon to
Okay,
the,
I'm gonna roll again. High good, low bad.
I guess this is happening.
Oh,
Oh God, what did he roll?
another 1.
Well, another 1. This is happening.
Do you get what?
Do you actually want this to happen, Boyard?
It's too late. It's too late.
It's happening, and hopefully, what we discussed earlier.
One more time.
One more time? You'll give us
Okay.
another chance? Okay, 16.
Okay, so that's what's going to arrive. I'll say that much. So you guys, so basically, Boyard, you got a feast going. It smells great. All the villagers are like, hell, fuck yeah, because this is the first fresh meat they've had in a long. It's been a lot of tubers and corn and beans. Not a very productive diet.
Tubas are an instrument.
Proteins.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Sit in a corner. You're grounded. Sit in that corner.
Seed.
So basically, like, having chicken is a big thing. It's like, oh, you get a little bit of meat. Oh, yes, this is great. You know, usually it's a lot of fish, which fish gets old after a very short amount of time.
Put that on my table. I'll make something with fish.
Okay, so okay, so oh, and Ars. So she's going, are you out of your mind? What are you doing talking to it? And she has you held a foot off the ground, pinned to the back of the door.
By now, he's used to her, so he's not, like, recoiling in fear. So he's
Just like
gonna
Bert
say-
staring.
So he's just gonna say, well, I really wanted to figure out what her story was, and it seems like she generally would agree with you in regards to what she is somewhat of a bad thing.
She goes,
So
story? They're weapons. They're designed
Yes.
to kill. They shouldn't be here.
Yes, and she agrees with you on that, and she was unwillingly introduced to this string of weaponry by your compatriots.
Well,
while you were
of course she was. I mean, they're created.
Yes.
Actually, no. Let me guess. It was a cure, right? They're gonna give her some miracle cure, right? They gotta lure him in because only free will can have it fully take place.
Along those lines, yes.
Super. And she kind of like, she goes, okay. Is she angry right now? Like-
She is not. She's angry at Haza.
So
for
as you
being
say,
a pervert.
as she says, is she angry here? I'll fucking kill you! And you hear Haza get thrown right across the room. Like literally, she picks him up and throws him bodily across the room onto the bed.
Yes, for being a pervert. I don't know, though. By the sounds of it, it could be either she wants to
After-
mount him or she wants to beat him. It could be either one. I don't know what those two.
After I get back up, I'm just like, are you fucking done yet?
Humph.
Bump.
But yes, I don't think that she would be inherently violent against you. More incredibly wary of your kind.
So as you say that, she says, I don't know what's worse, the fucking perverts or the fucking fae. And you hear like her sting gun rack.
Mm. So yes,
I'm gonna put my hands up and I'm just like, whoa, take it easy.
Take
Oh,
it
yes.
easy. Take it. You shot me in the face, and like she starts like slowly like marching towards
Wasn't
Haza.
that me? Wasn't that me?
She's a bit
Haza
confused.
also shot her in the face.
Look,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
sorry. Like, shit got out of hand. Just can we like move past this, please?
It'd be
got
hard
out
to
of
remember
hand.
stuff when you get shot in the face.
But yeah, while all this is happening, Ars is going to correct himself and say, yes, perhaps it might be a good idea for you to avoid her. She seems to understand that your presence is, that you are around, but she doesn't seem inherently inclined to attack you. Just, so if you do interact with her, be cordial, I suppose, and don't imply anything negative, Lady Winter.
She goes, look, we can't be around this thing. The Wendigo attract things. No, sorry, not Wendigo. She would use another name. Hold on. Shit, I wrote this down.
Swindigo.
No.
Start with. Oh.
So she goes, Amendurai attract things. They're cursed. They pull in bad things like flies to shit. We have to leave.
Where to?
Well, you're currently in the midst of an argument with Castle, so you're not listening to him.
So here the safety go off. Click. So Castle goes, why are you liking this? And here this thing go click from fire to safe, from safe to fire.
I think at this point, or to say like yell through the end, order up.
So ours will say, well, I understand that at this point we are hunted on all fronts, and even if she is dangerous, I would rather have her on our side than against us. So, Lady Winter, could you at least trust me on this? I understand your reluctance to be around her, but we are leaving soon, so perhaps a night staying here wouldn't be so bad.
So she goes, she's still holding it like a foot off the ground. They'll take our face. You know that, right? They will take our face. They steal faces.
Yes, they take your face if you are hostile to them. Just
No.
don't be hostile.
No. They are compelled to take faces. It's part of their nature. They don't feel they don't just want to. They need to take faces.
Well, she seemed very much in control, so perhaps you only dealt with the young ones?
They don't. It's not a whine. They don't get better with age. And as she says that, the door opens. And as the door opens, Gray, you are like holding up your rifle towards a castle. And you both look, and you see ours being held up.
I wouldn't. I'm
Okay.
not gonna escalate that shit.
Okay, fine. Be that way, coward. So basically, as the two are kind of literally, the castle goes, you know what? I'm getting food. She opens the door up. And as she opens the door up, it's just ours being held there in the air by the Fae. The Fae slowly looks around Ours' shoulder like,
Hello, Castle.
So as you do it, she goes, oh, it's the Fae. And you see the barrel slowly swing towards the fucking Fae woman.
I would advise against doing that. She doesn't seem to want to harm you, but she seems wary of you, Miss Castle. So
she goes, good. They should be. They should be afraid of what they did to me.
Yes, and I would also like to note that she wasn't actually a part of anything of what they did to you.
So as you're calmly speaking, you notice and Gray notice, you both notice that she's slowly that Winter's moving you in front of the barrel. Like as Castle moves the barrel, she slowly moves you in front of the barrel, like slowly keeping you in line of the barrel. No,
this is absolutely fine. This is fine.
So Gray, you're watching ours slowly be. Like so, Gray, you're watching Winter use Arse as a shield and slowly moving in front of the barrel. Like basically, Arse is in constant movement and always in front of the barrel as Castle's trying to put the barrel on the Fae. She's using Fae woman is using Arse as like a human body shield.
Yo.
This is fine. Ours is completely accepting of this.
Oni, 1,000 bits. Thank you, Oni. Yo, how you doing, brother?
Can I try to intervene between us, like? I guess step between the two parties.
So if you actually try to interfere in any way, ours is gonna actually hold up a hand to.
Thank you for the 1,000 bits,
on
Oni. Appreciate
making
it.
the situation worse before.
No, this shit. We're fucking about. This is not good.
Hansa, it's fine.
So Castle goes. I want ribs out of the way, knife ear. And she's like glaring at Winter. Of course, Winter has no idea what the fuck she's saying.
Yes. Well, Miss Castle, she doesn't actually speak the tongue. As I said, she was completely in hibernation while...
So the bitch doesn't know Tonka. How lovely.
Yes. I am her translator, so...
No, she's Faye. You're her pet. Now get her to move.
Yes. Well, yes, I am her pet as well, but...
Look, I'll just go get you the ribs. I'll go get you the ribs.
You are not touching.
Emotional damage.
Lady Winter,
Thank
could
you,
you
Para.
back up? Could you back up a little bit so Miss Castle could get by? She just wants to eat in peace.
So she goes, okay, yeah, not my face, not my face, and she's slowly stepping backwards, still holding you in the air, back to Castle as like a human shield. So Castle slowly walks out, and and Winter's kind of slowly backing up, and she's using you as a literal shield towards Castle. She goes, she'll take your face, not my face. It's my face. I like my face. And she's like literally like blocking line of sight to Castle with you.
Yes, well, Lady Winter, you're very out of date on the Schmierai, whatever you call them. She's very much advanced for her age, so if you are willing, maybe you would be open to actually understanding her curse, I suppose.
I gotta read that DM later. Okay. So sorry. Say one more time.
No. So ours is basically saying is just like trying to calm down when you're saying. He was saying she's very much advanced for her, I suppose, race. So the conventional rules that you are aware of aren't actually in effect at this moment.
She goes, there's two things you cannot change. You cannot change Fae, and you cannot change their creations. But Castle kind of goes, and because she doesn't know what the fuck you are talking about at all. And she looks and she looks back towards Gray and goes, or Hazen goes, get out of my room.
I'm just gonna sort of step out of it, and I'm just like, hey, I just want peace.
So as you go to step out, she makes so you have to like try and squeeze past her. She actually steps forward to block your exit a little bit, and she like drags the barrel along your ribs so you know she will hurt you. So you're like, excuse me, pardon me, trying to squeeze past her, past the door frame, and you feel her barrel jabbing in your rib cage.
I'm just gonna sigh, and I'm like, look, I'm just trying to get out of the room.
Then get out of the room, and she picks a barrel and shoves you right in the rib cage, and she kind of like pushes you with the barrel out of her room.
Yeah, I'm trying to, and you keep getting in my way.
Miss Castle, if it helps, I will do my best to make sure you two don't have to interact in the future.
Oh, something tells me your whole little party's gonna be a pain in the ass. And she kind of like shuts the door, locks it, and then thumps downstairs.
She seems pleasant.
She seems nice. All right.
Crack you smoking.
Okay,
Like,
so
let's be completely honest. Like throughout this whole our whole campaign and everything, we rarely interacted with females or women in general. This is how ours generally interacts with women that are kind of
girls?
like this is how ours generally interacts with women that are kind of like headstrong and stern because he's used to that.
he's used to it. He likes it.
The fact that they aren't immediately going into violence means a good thing. He wasn't raised in a happy home.
That's depressing. All right.
He's depressing.
So, for the next hour or two, more or less, you're mingling with the local populace. Due to Boyard cooking a meal, 19, yeah, of course. They are 18, okay, so they're jubilant. You guys left, you guys went and fought a monster, apparently. And so basically, you guys went and fought a monster, you fought the monster to get them deer. These town is treating you guys like heroes, okay? And Castle eventually breaks out of her stone skin and begins mingling. He's like, hey, how you doing? She says she has friends in this town, so she's mingling with them, she's drinking with them. Everyone's
I'll
eating.
hand her a plate and say, sorry about the pan.
Yeah, I gotta ask you, why is your go-to weapon a fucking frying pan? Like, is something wrong with you? Are you thick? Like, what's the...
I mean, I'm not very good with a gun.
Now, you could.
And no one expects a frying pan.
No, I certainly did not. Actually, that caught me off guard by quite a fair bit.
And it's made out of iron, so...
Well, that didn't do anything to me, but sure as fuck hurt.
Sorry about that.
You're not, but you cooked, so it's all
yes,
fine.
I am.
Really?
Boyard is generally sorry about like he didn't realize at the time that he thought that it was just a mindless creature.
So basically, you guys are all eating together. You guys are drinking together, and a couple more hours pass. And after all this time, you realize it's getting dark outside because you're going towards winter now. Very short days. So around 5 o'clock, it's dark outside. But the inn is warm. People are happy and shouting and telling stories. It's lovely. This is the first time y'all. I hate saying this. First time y'all had a good break for quite a while. You guys, your bellies are full of warm food. You have plenty of ale and wine to drink and mead, and there's fuel being made.
I do have a question.
What's that?
Did Winter ever let me go throughout this whole thing?
No. So the entire time, Winter has a hand clasped to your fucking arm, your fleshy arm. She won't touch your wood arm very much. And if at any point, yeah, I know, Gray, shut up. If at any point Castle tries to look at her, she really drags you bodily in front of her. Like, you had a conversation with someone, like, oh yeah, and she'll just rip you out of the way and put you right in front of her.
So it's more that I'm more sitting in her lap than anything else.
How's she like the barbecue?
Actually, Lady Winter is enjoying the barbecue. She's a bit stressed out, trying to keep Castle out of her line of sight so she won't steal her face in her mind. But she is eating the barbecue quite appreciatively because she has, again, food was a very odd concept for a while. Mostly just gruel down in the cave, and she had gruel for probably about a couple centuries, you know. So this is like hot barbecue with spices. She's actually quite chipper now. It gets to the point that actually I'll roll it for a second. It gets to the point that she kind of plops arse onto her knee in kind of in the general direction that Castle is. That way she can actually sit down and eat a bit better. So Arsh, you're kind of like just perched there like a parrot. You know?
This is fine. This is my life.
So as you're sitting there, this man walks up and goes, he kind of like looks at Winter, who's really distracted, kind of chewing on a bone. He goes, you know, you can annul a marriage. You can get out of this. It seems to be quite abusive.
Yes, well, till death do us part, no. This is a very... For my culture, this is very permanent, unfortunately.
I mean, okay, but, you know, you can do better. And it kind of like gives you a pat on the shoulder on your wooden arm and kind of walks by you.
No, I can't.
All right. So I need you guys to place yourselves in the inn where you would be, please, or where you'd be in the village. So, big sprawling party. I need you guys to put yourselves where you're going to be.
Where's
I
Winter?
assume we're all in the inn.
So, well, I'm saying, if you guys have been in the inn, put yourselves in a place in the inn. Describe if you're on second floor or first floor, and then just kind of place yourselves where you want to be.
I guess near the chimney is like where the kitchen is.
I guess I'm gonna try and make pace with Fortress.
Yeah, I think Boyard would be like in between the kitchen and like the main lobby, trying to dole out food.
I do have a question.
What's that?
Would Winter let me go at any point in this time once Castle is out of sight?
Once Castle's well out of sight, she will kind of release her grip on you quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay, so after that, after whatever reassurance I can give, I would probably be in Castle's room trying to just chat her up and talk to her more because she's fascinating.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll put you over here. Meet the Castle. So Castle's quite liquored up, and she's a bit chatty now, for sure. She's kind of talking to you and gabbing with you and describing, you know. She's like, oh, yeah, you know, I just wanted to be in the military unit, you know. They probably put you in like, oh, go be a nurse. Oh, go be a truck driver. I want to see combat. You know, I want to go and see war and how to take this stupid serum to do it. It's so stupid. So she's kind of talking to you. I'll put Sunny in the inn. God, I don't want to do this right now because because
God, there's so many of it. I'm gonna try and make pace with Castle.
Okay, we'll do a bit more RP, I think, because I want to save this random event for when all the boys are here.
Oh no! What
Can't
have
believe
you
I caused
done?
a can't believe I caused a TPK by cooking too good.
Bro, it's a double -1. I can't. I'm sorry.
Hey, maybe do it like where if you cook above, like every 5 degrees, you get advantage or something.
Bro, it shouldn't have been a double -1 as it is. Okay, it's just I gotta work with what the dice give me.
Yeah.
Wait, mass food poisoning event?
Well, the thing is, he rolled really high, so it's not really a. It's hard for a cook that proficient to do food poisoning unless it was on purpose. You know.
Was it?
The potty.
No, this isn't the chicken. 2.0.
I am prepared to shit up my own guts. 1, 2. Okay, so I want to save this. I really do, because it'd be a big thing.
Are there windows? Are we aware?
Well, it's quite dark outside.
Night or daylight. I don't care how dark it is.
Well, thing is, it's not purely dark because there are torches lit. So a lot of light pollution going on. But yeah, so something has become aroused to the fact there's really good food in town. I'll say that much.
Oh dear.
But anyway,
How many is
Literally, dear.
so the villagers are all kind of like, they're kind of mingling around. They're all liquored up, you know. It's a good food day. Everyone's all nice, well and fed, and all that. And upstairs, well, actually, Declan, what are you doing?
I had like kind of come inside at the smell of the barbecue and
You ate,
like
yeah.
just taking a. Oh, okay. Question actually. Do I
Sir?
still have a Nisper?
Yes, you would have gotten your Nisper back.
Okay, cool. So I used my Nisper and just like cut off just a little sliver, just like, ooh, I want to taste it.
Like,
But then after that, I'm still my paranoid self.
okay, that's fine. All right.
He's just munching on barbecue on the roof of the
Munch,
inn.
munch.
Yeah, basically yes.
Oh, you're on the roof of the inn. Okay.
In,
Give me a perception check using your cunning, please.
perception and cunning. All right. One moment. Is that a skill check or a save roll?
It's a skill check.
Okay, skill check. I don't. Oh wait, I need to go do perception. Come on, Foundry, you can do it. I believe in you.
Come on, Foundry, you can do it. Oh. So you're on top of the roof, and you don't really see anything. You're looking around. You see the villagers.
What the heck is that 7? Where did that come from?
I'm trying to decide. That's me rolling it, not you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my apologies.
Okay.
So you're kind of looking around. You see the villagers hanging out down below. They're all mingling, and they're kind of talking and drinking. They look at me, they go, "Hey!" They kind of wave to you on top of the roof, you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna be like, man, this is pretty damn good, Darren. I'm just gonna wave back.
Okay, so Boyard, what are you doing, or do you want to do?
I guess he's doling out food. How much of the barbecue is left?
Quite a hungry village. A lot of meat. Not a lot left. These villagers have gone to town on your cooking. Because A, world-renowned chef named Boyard D cooked it, and B, meat. So they are picking out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a plate and go outside and mingle with the horses.
So as I walk outside, the villagers are all kind of doing the same thing. They go, "Hey, there he is! Where'd you learn to cook like that?" And they're all kind of gathering around you, like the cool horse guys here.
Yeah, a little bit of here, a little bit there.
So it's just
I've been around the block.
Well, if you're a cook like this, you should be in a castle, right? Why are you slumping around with a bunch of mercenaries?
I used to do that. Part of went through a bit of a rough spot in life. Trying to shake it up a bit.
They say they go a rough spot, like what do you mean?
Just shout down with the monarchy.
He'll take off his hat and
Down with the monarchy.
like rub it in his hands as I lost someone important to me.
So some drunk guy goes, Well, you could have one of these ones. And he points towards one of the horses, like over, like on the corner.
No, I've heard that before.
Sorry. You're right. Low-hanging pear. My apologies.
What's a pear?
It's... You know what a pear was, Boyard. Fuck off.
Hey, I mean, it's got to have a different name over here.
It does, but I'm... okay, fuck it. Hold on. God damn it. God.
Now you're gonna make him make up a word.
Yeah, I gotta go to my fucking dictionary now.
I like to think that he was so drunk he just used a regular word.
Nope. You're making me do this because you're being all a little shit about it. I'm gonna
I'm always a little shit guard.
So what about that Skevner?
Skivner?
Whatever the heck the word was.
For what?
Wendigo.
Oh, no, not a Skivner. So she's...
Never mind.
A scrivener.
Oh, Scrivener. No.
Yes.
Really? You know what? Fine. Scrivener's the word for pear. I'm doing it. Fuck it. So italics Scrivener. So Skrivner. This is the word for pear. There you go. It's done. It's in writing.
Thank you, guard.
It is official.
So Scrivener's pear, people. All right. He goes, right. You're right. Low-hanging Scrivener. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, 3. So this one closest to you. She goes. So this one right here, lady right here. She goes. So you lost someone? What do you? What do you mean by that?
My love. Well, he'll kind of like gesture with the hat. They got sick, and the healers weren't really able to do much.
So it was like your wife, you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, how long you been alone for?
God, how long? I think around 5 to 10 years.
She goes, 10 years? And everyone goes, whoa, and kind of like reacts quite surprised by this. She goes, wait. You haven't seen or like found another woman in 10, or another filly in 10 years? Is that the word? I don't know centaur culture.
Unfortunately, no. This one had a pretty large spot in my heart.
And her again? Okay. She goes, huh, well, do you have any kids, or?
No, our hearts didn't quite match. We were mainly in it just because we loved each other.
Oh! Really? So it wasn't a centaur or something else?
Yeah, he'll gesture with the hat.
Gesture how?
He'll like show that it's a Aggerdaling hat.
Oh, okay. Okay, tracking. So she goes, oh.
Yes, she made this for me.
Oh, that's sweet. Actually, that's kind of sad, isn't it? Yeah, it's really... See, she's quite drunk. She goes, oh, that's quite depressing. Fuck, you're right. Yeah. And but the guy goes, you can cook really good though, so you got that going for you. I mean, you made an entire village happy, so that's something.
Yeah, it helped get me out of a pretty dark spot in my life.
Yeah.
Like I didn't used to sound like this before, you know.
She goes, well, what do you mean you didn't sound like this?
You know, hit the leaf a bit too hard, messed up my lungs.
Oh,
Damn,
okay. Tracking. She goes, okay, got you. So you had a bit of a rough time then.
Yes, as well as other items.
Well, I mean, we all find our own vices, right? And the one guy goes, yeah, I used to drink a lot of beer till I pass out. Of course, I did it for fun, so not quite the same. But I get what you're coming from, you know? Like, they're trying to, like, comfort Boyard. And okay, so we'll go over towards Castle and Arson Gray. So go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to say, I think she was cut off talking about how she wanted to actually be in combat, and ours was saying, yes, well, I do have a somewhat similar story. I wanted to do more than just be a merchant, and I gained a fascination in building things. It could be weapons, armor, just anything. And my family didn't really agree with that, so I can sympathize with your plights, I suppose, Miss Castle.
Could my response to it just be like, to how Castle's thinking about what he's see combat? I'm like, cheers, bro. Oh, no, sorry, I'll drink to that, bro. Same.
So she goes, so have you guys seen Earth at all? Has it changed much? Or are you guys all this side?
This side. All I know is a bunch of fucking humans came through. One of them like writes a whole bunch of stories or some shit.
She goes. She goes. Wait. She kind of like reaches around. There's a little large rucksack beside the bed. She kind of goes inside and rustles around. She pulls out this fucking magazine, and she goes, "This guy," and she holds it up to you, and you. So Gray, you know what it is for sure.
Would I know what it is?
I'm sure Gray can describe it to you.
It's a bunch of plagiarized shit by this like fucking hack, quote unquote writer.
So here's the thing: Gray's actual person is a character in the book, and he's like basically ripping off a bunch of like old manga stories and treating them as his own. So so she has the first issue to Violet Evergarden, written by Cochran.
I see.
Well, if she has Violet Evergarden, she might like ours more.
Probably, yeah.
But,
I'm just, you know what? Ours is just to be like, oh damn, that one's my.
That was my favorite. Fuck.
That one's my favorite.
Is that a story from Earth?
I mean, I think it is. It's like basically, I know a human writes these, but I thought you guys may know him or something. I got this from a traveler. I paid a pretty penny for this. Apparently, they're rare production or something, or from you can't push it around. It's all in English and some of it too. It's from Cockram Industries or something. Cockram Industries. I'm not really sure. I think it's a tongue-in-cheek joke or something.
Right. I see.
Yeah, I think he just made that name up.
Well, I am vaguely versed in English, not enough to be completely fluent, but I will recognize some words here and there. But, speaking of humans, I do have one question. Do you know someone named Bob or Cassius by any chance?
Cassius Clay, right?
Yes.
Yes, he is, well, you could say we know each other, I suppose.
Out of curiosity, does he also happen to be infected?
No, he is not infected. He kind of fell onto, your lovely Scapira Alara, which y'all know is basically the planet or creator of us all. The planet is called Scapira Alara. He came about 4 years after me, but about 20 years into the future, our time.
He's very long-lived for a human, then.
From what I've been able to understand, humans are littered all over this planet like little sprinkles of salt or pepper. And either two things happen. We die extremely quickly, or we live for a very, very long time. I think the oldest I've heard is 400 years. Some finicky little German fellow who lived with the dwarves for a long time.
Well, he's trying to kill us for reasons that could only be his, unfortunately. Well, I say us.
Hold on. Little Cassius Clay is trying to kill you. Why?
Because he believes that we didn't do a job that he didn't assign us to properly.
Oh, ours knows about the whole conspiracy, right?
I mean, he knows about the conspiracy, but he doesn't care about the conspiracy.
Well, I don't
It's just,
understand. Cassius had a what did he call it? It was like he called it a trucking company, but he would just move things around the country. He had a caravan.
oh no, apparently he works in some kind of black market.
Wait, hold on. Did you call
Yeah.
him Cassius Barry?
No, Cassius Barry, is that his name?
Well, I knew him as Cassius Clay.
Well, all I know is that his real name is Cassius, but he also went by Bob when he introduced us.
Well, Bob was a joke between us for a long time. I can't believe he's using it as an alias. It's kind of
Yes,
stupid.
There was a box of some kind that he really wanted, but he didn't. And
Actually, you seem to know a whole lot about Tell me, what has Cassius been up to?
Well, he's. I believe he's the leader of the black market out of. What is. Hold on, what is that one place
Kindred?
called? Kindred. Yes, out of Kindred. And apparently he controls. Well, he has quite a bit of influence in these parts to the point where he could hire a great many of people to send out to track and kill others. And
So like as you're talking, she's like just staring at you with this wide look, and she's holding this mug of beer. She's like you can see that she's kind of like she's like huh as the more you're talking, because to her, Cassius Clay is like a 17-year-old dude, you know.
yes, when's the last time you met him? Out of curiosity.
We had a bit of a fight about 112 years ago.
Yes, well, he's definitely 10 for the worse, I would say. He wants to kill someone for not doing a job that they weren't assigned to do.
So, hold on. So you don't do transportation? You don't just barter goods and travel in a caravan? You're off doing odd jobs? Hold on. Are you implying Cassius Clay is a mob boss?
Yes, he's a mob boss.
That's not the Cassius Clay I know. He's not a he's not a mob boss.
Yes, well, he is very, he deals in the trade of multiple races, I would imagine. Particularly orcs up in these parts.
Hold on. My little Cassius Clay is slave trading?
Yes.
How would you know this?
Because one of my previous compatriots were... Well, you could... I would suppose you could see in my memories, but they were very heavily involved in that aspect of his business.
So you were a party to slave traders?
Well, unwillingly.
So, Cassius Clay... Is our son doing it with him or no?
You had a son with him?
Well, yes.
Well, I never met him, so I wouldn't know. What was your son's name?
1 second.
Gary Owens.
Gary Owens? Well, no, we simply called him Charlie after my father.
That is interesting, but I don't recall meeting with Charlie. But yes, he was... The Cassius I knew was a very secretive and forceful man, and if he didn't get what he wanted, he would react violently.
Yes, he definitely began to very quickly change after his stint here in this side of the world. He got a bit pushy, which led to me almost killing him and tearing him in half. I assume his wounds have healed fully, though. There's no... Is his chest fully in two now?
I honestly could not say, but he did look, for the most part, attached to his body.
Well,
he didn't really show any of his flesh to verify.
This would normally make me happy, but if he's dealing in bodies and trading flesh, then it's a shame he managed to live.
Yes, well, I suppose it is a lucrative business up here, but it's very close to... It's very along the lines of the shadier business dealings that my family were a part of, and I had no interest in, so couldn't really be interested beyond that.
So what is the deal with the Fae woman? Where'd you find her exactly?
I didn't really find her. That's more of a question for Mr. Haza here.
So Castle like look towards Hazel and kind of like raise her eyebrows, like, okay, go on, explain.
How we found the Fey Lady Winter.
Mm-hmm.
So we were dealing with like this real count. He tried to like mess with us. Not a very nice dude overall. But basically, we decided to raid his like big mansion.
Mm-hmm.
And we accidentally like stumbled onto a secret passage that ended up going all the way down, and she was hooked up to like a bunch of IV lines that were basically just bleeding her constantly.
Hold on. IV lines, like medical IV lines?
Yeah. Basically just draining her blood.
Can you describe them? Julian Bint, thank you for following. Appreciate it, bud. Can you describe these IV lines?
How would I go about describing them?
These were like really big.
Ours is actually
IVs.
familiar with it. Ours is actually familiar with this, so he'll jump in and say, "Well, I would assume that he found small plastic tubes that would be inserted directly into the vein of the body. Is that accurate?"
She kind of sighs and starts rubbing at her temple. Were they like plastic, like medical plastic?
Yes.
Were they?
You
were there?
Wait, hang on. Yeah, were they?
So you guys, yes, would have seen the thick plastic tubes.
Yeah, they were plastic.
And she goes, were they everywhere? The arm, the spine, were they all over her body?
Yeah, fucking dug in deep.
Yeah.
What else was there? What else did you find attached to the body? What was being harvested?
Her blood?
And okay, her blood. And what else did you find?
Buckets.
Buckets.
Oh, wait, buckets?
Wait. Who is this Fae?
Her name's Winter, isn't it?
No.
Would you know her actual name?
Her real name. Her Fae name. What is her name?
I actually forgot her name. What is her name again?
Malmoira.
So
okay.
Yeah. So as you guys are like trying to think, she goes, "Is it by any chance Malmoira?"
Oh yes, that is her name. And yes, I understand the implications. And yes, I would imagine you understand my reasonings for being in her service.
What I understand is that Cassius finally found her, didn't he?
I don't believe Cassius is aware that she exists at the moment.
I think
I am quite aware that Cassius thinks she exists. Cassius loved researching the histories of the Fae in the Great Fae War, the first Fae War, and he knew that all the Fae were gone and all the powerful Fae were gone, but one Fae was left behind, Malmoira. She was supposed to be dead, but he didn't think she was. He heard rumblings of a certain minor god may have hidden her away.
This minor god, what was the name?
So she kind of closes her eyes, and you feel something prod, like a little boom, at your skull. And she goes, and she still her eyes closed. She goes, I am pretty sure you know who it is.
And his eyes will pan down to his arm.
And the eyes open.
Ah, I see. She would be the best at hiding things away.
Do what?
I see the eyes open up on it?
So you see, Greg, you're like, what the fuck? You hear like you look down, and his eye just goes boop and blinks, like, what the fuck? As the eye on Arsa's hand just kind of opens up, wink.
Why do you have that? Why can it do that?
Oh, but because this is, well, my arm is a receptacle for my god.
You should probably fucking toss that shit out, dude.
It's fucking looking at me, man. What the fuck?
Well, she offers her protection to it, so I'd rather not.
Has she by chance told you why she hid in Halmoira?
No. She who hides is very...
She hides a lot, yes. I'm fully aware of
yes.
what she does.
Yes. But she has been very attentive when it comes to Lady Winter.
So what all the blood, what was done with the blood? Do you know? Has he succeeded?
Well, there are collars that were made.
To make his army. Yes.
Yes, to bind Faye to his service, I would assume.
Oh, Boyard also would have told you about the butterflies.
The butterflies?
Yes,
yeah.
The shimmering butterflies. Which I believe were made with her blood as well.
Yes, they were.
And I believe there was something about butterflies.
He's making chimeras. He's already making chimeras. Do you know where the bodies that your people sold him went? Do you know where they went? What happened to them?
The most I know is that they went through a yellow door. Do you believe that they... I believe that they were being... I don't know, chopped up for made into soap. I really didn't want to think about what was happening to them.
So he always had an infatuation with a yellow door. It is associated with optimism. It's associated with positivity in the future. His hope was to, after our son was born, to make our son a fae. You haven't seen my son at all. You haven't seen any of him. You haven't seen any sign of Charlie.
No, we have not seen... I will say that I am very sensitive to when it comes to the Fae's presence. I'm not sure when that started, but I've been fairly attuned to magic and the Fae's presence for a while, so I would have noticed at least if they were in proximity.
I don't know. We'll have an inkling on what Cassius is doing, but if you're snatching up bodies, if he's harvesting Fae blood, there may be worse things on the horizon than any of us could. Has any of the other humans made contact with Cassius? Any Southern Elves made contact with Cassius? Have any of the Fae made contact with Cassius? Where are the callers?
Yeah, the ledger.
Well, yeah, he'll pull out the ledger, and I'll say he was fairly evasive when it came to my questions on my family's activities as well. So that's maybe a possible avenue.
Are the callers? Where are they? Where are the callers?
We have the collars that we took. They took.
What color are they? Are they copper, silver, gold? What color are they?
I believe gold.
Yes. They don't feel. They feel the colors are. They just have the need to bind. That's what I feel for them. Bind, control.
I'm sorry. You're saying that the collars are feeling that they're alive?
I wouldn't say they're alive. More that there's an imprint of a desire on them, if it makes sense. They
That
have the
makes
desire
terrifying
to...
sense. Yes, he may or may not have been taking souls from these people you're snatching up and imprint them onto collars to make them bind to his will and do what he wants to do in the hopes they get released. If he has the soap, it means he's already done with the bodies. It means there's no place for the soul to go, so the soul must stay imprinted onto another Fae. He's already halfway there. He's making his Fae army. His goal is to find a way back home. And if not find a way back home, he's going to take on the Fae himself and try to burn a way back home.
Yes.
Guard, quick question.
Go ahead.
Did the ledgers say how many of each type of collar were, like where their locations were?
No, they didn't.
No.
No. It's left aloof for a reason. She goes, has he... So, the humans who are already here, what side are they on?
They're...
Against the Fae?
Well, there were humans that were with the Fae as well. I don't think the humans are necessarily taking sides in this case. Or whatever factions they have are perhaps taking different sides. I'm not sure.
Okay. Declan, give me that same perception roll, please.
Same
Oh,
perception roll?
Sorry, Ars, go ahead.
I will say that in regards to the item that they wanted our party to find, it was hidden in a child, and I believe it was in a silver box. I don't recall what it was. Was it a ring or a gem? What was it?
Asking me or your players? I ain't telling you shit.
You.
Me?
I just don't remember what.
Hope y'all wrote it down.
We saw in that box. Yeah, the person that wrote it down is not playing right now. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, Dalworth most likely wrote it down. But yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was in a very ornate box.
Hidden inside of a child.
Yes. And it's currently in the hands of the Merchant Guild up in... What was that? I wish that we had the map so I could remember these names.
Stand by.
Are you about to roll, Declan?
Okay, so perception plus what?
Cunning.
Thank you. I was just making sure.
28.
Okay.
Man, I can't roll happy tonight.
Well, get happy because you just saw something.
Yay!
So ours,
Yes,
it's right here.
Northern Trace.
She goes, Northern Trace.
Yes.
I have to leave. And she stands up because I have to go. I have to leave.
Oh,
And she starts like putting on her rucksack, grabbing her Sten gun, putting it around her coat. She is getting ready to go. She's just pulling on shit.
This
Castle.
is Castle?
Yeah,
Okay.
Castle.
If it's not much trouble, would you mind assistance in whatever your endeavors are?
No. I can't. If Cassius gets you, he'll read your mind. He has ways in people. I can only tell you, I will link back up with you here soon. And she's already got her shit on, and she starts bolting.
Wait.
What?
So you want us to stay here?
No. Don't stay here. Do not stay in one place at one point. He will find you. He's tracking those collars. Move and keep moving. I have to go. And she starts jogging out the fucking door. She is out of here.
So, if Cassius has a way to get into your mind, please tell me that rolling a nat 1 on a brain power check is a good thing.
Head empty.
So, after she runs out, Ars will look to Ahaza and say, I suppose we should tell everyone to gather up so we can leave.
So Declan, up above, you see Castle. Slam out this door, go over here, and she is moving through, and people are like, "Hey, Castle, where you going?" She goes, I have business, and she's running down this fucking road, and you're like, "Huh, that's weird." You're kind of watching her, and then you hear something way over here.
Hold on, let me zoom out. Oh, never mind, that works.
So you go because you see this tree kind of bend. You're like, what the fuck? You kind of turn and you see this tree, you're like, as if something brushed against it. You're like, what the fuck? And you hear kind of like upon the night air, but you can't really see anything.
Yeah, I definitely heard enough. The rest of the party, I mean, I see Boyard is outside surrounded by people
who are all they're all kind of like, it's okay, buddy, you'll find another filly again. They're all kind of like in a very drunken group hugging Boyard. It's quite awkward.
So the party is inside the building, though, correct?
Yeah.
I'm making my way towards Winter.
Making his way downtown, walking fast. So Winter is Winter's about into her third bottle of mead, and she's laying against this chair like, yeah, this is great. Her face is covered in like barbecue sauce. She's like, I have tummy full. She's eaten probably like at least 7,000 calories in food alone.
What time of day is it?
About 6 o'clock, and it's a winter 6, not a summer 6.
Okay.
Cool. So she's at her weakest. So yeah. Go ahead.
So at the moment, the only person that Declan can see is Boyard.
Yeah, who's currently being group hugged and being patted down.
Boyard Declan is just gonna shout down to Boyard and be like, "Hey, eyes up."
Okay.
So as they go, "Hey, he's having a very vulnerable moment. You gotta respect the vulnerability."
I don't care. Eyes up.
I gotta go. I'm gonna run to the kind of like a sidle around to try to get to the Jeep and grab my stuff.
Okay.
I mean, in fairness, for obviously, I have no idea what the heck it is, but I know that's not a normal sound, right?
Yeah, for
sure. I'm gonna poke my head into the end and give it like a quick whistle.
So Winter's like, Winter looks at Arthur and goes, Horsey's whistling, and she's like, kind of like, she's drunk as shit. All right, she's actually hold on, I'll put the right token on here. Where is it?
Nice.
There it is. She's drunk as shit.
Since he knows he's not gonna actually get to her normally, all he's doing is he's using shape water to clean her face and everything, like looking after her and trying to gather her up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because this is his life, and try to just like whisper into her ear and say, "Lady Winter, we have to go now."
Station's ready, people.
She goes, "Go! It's just barbecue," and she's like, so she's like basically she's barely lucid.
Declan, Boyard's gonna yell up to Declan. Did you see where it's coming from?
Yeah, the mansion over there to the southwest.
Do I see everyone around there?
From the side of the building you're on.
So people are kind of mulling around like, hey, like, we got food, yeah, it's great. They're all very drunk, but so far no one's really reacting to it.
Yeah, but they're all like near where Declan is like saying that it's coming from.
Wait, Boyard, you're on the northeast side of the building. It's coming from the southwest.
I'm on the south of the building.
Wait, what?
South of the
right here.
My foundry being stupid again?
Just tap F5, reload.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So about 4 minutes have passed. So when you get back, roll the perception check.
Yep. It's. Come on.
I'm gonna give a quick yell. Who wants dessert?
So people are like, he made dessert! There's a huge upcry, and everyone starts running back towards the tavern.
While this is all happening, I'm hoping that Haza is downstairs with ours, so he could help her, help load Winter into the van.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay, so as Haza, as you go downstairs, like, oh, you're like, fuck me. As you go downstairs, she goes, hey, she's speaking in Fey. Hey, little guy, and she's very drunk, and she's kind of like patting Haza's face, like, look at his face, look at his stupid face, but she's talking in Fey. So to you, Gray, all you hear is this lovely like Fey lingo. She's cooing at you, touching your face. It's a very odd moment for you.
I'm just gonna go like,
So
What is she
like cheek smooshing. She's like, look at this stupid fucking face, and she's like smooshing your cheeks and making your lips go fucking weird. Like, look at this stupid hick face, fucking non-Fey. You know, she's being very racist. But the fact that you don't know language, you're like, oh, she's swishing my face. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I just sort of look at Oz and I'm like, how are we gonna get her into the car?
Just grab her, and you have the strength to carry her. I would assume she's not all that heavy.
All right, I'm gonna try and princess carry her then.
Strength check, please,
Oh jeez.
or strength save. That's not. It's just actually just brawn check. Call the brawn check.
Brawn. Oh. No!
So it's pick her up. She's like, you're like, oh fuck me, because she's still kind of sweaty because she's been drinking a lot. She goes, she's calling on Faye. Oh no, the savage non-face taking me away, and she's like giggling playfully, and she's still like smooshing art like Gray's like Haza's face, and, like blowing raspberries at you. So it's a very awkward situation.
Yes, well, follow along.
I did my roll.
He'll
Not
try to
did you?
to navigate past people.
Is your roll 22?
Yeah.
Can I try again?
So Declan, as you're watching, you see these two villagers here. They're kind of in the dark near the road. They're kind of talking to each other, right here.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so you're watching them, and they hear, "Let's get dessert." They go, "Oh, dessert!" And they look towards the tavern, and then they're gone. Like you see a big puff of dust, and they're fucking gone.
Okay, hold on. You said tavern. Did you mean the inn?
Well, yeah, they look towards the inn, and they go, ah, and then you see like they're gone. It's a puff of dust, and there's no more people there. There's like a single shoe there.
Are we talking like Avengers, just dust?
No, like it happened so quickly. Something happened so quickly they just disappeared. You know, all you see is like this whirl of dust and a shoe.
Okay, and now I can't see anybody because they're outside the building, so I am going to drop down off the roof on this side.
Okay.
There.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I believe that there was an entrance over here, and I can be like, hey, we need to go.
We gotta go. So I'll say, Gray, you're here with old Winter, and she's like, Ars, look at his fucking stupid face, and she's like turning her head, like you're trying to walk, she's turning her head side to side and like poking you in the nose and shit, and she's like, just fucking with you, like she's saying awful racist shit while playing with your face, and you're like, lovely Fey words, they sound so pretty, you know, you have no idea what the fuck she's saying, but that was a weird brain spasm. But ours, you're like, don't say that shit. What the fuck?
No, ours is just like, yes, he is a Neanderthal, but please don't say these things, Lady Windsor. It's unbecoming of you.
She's like, what? They don't know what we're saying. They're too stupid.
Sure.
Bunch of backwoods hillbillies, but they sure got these puffy, cute cheeks, though. She's like, she's pulling on Haz's cheeks like a fucking anime character, just pulling her cheeks out like apart.
All right, I'm gonna put her in the passenger seat of the. I'm gonna put her in the back seat of the Humvee and fire up the truck.
Okay.
Great. What are you doing?
And Declan, you are off the roof now, right?
So I didn't realize they were on the south end of the building, so I adjusted where I popped off the roof.
Okay, so you're off the roof now. Roll perception at disadvantage now.
Okay. Crap. How do I do that with the disadvantage?
So you pull it up and it'd be a little checkbox.
Oh, I see it.
There you go. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Lol. Okay, that's still pretty good with disadvantage. but not. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. So, again, you hear something. It's like a slick, like a drag of something dragging along the ground. And then these two go missing.
Oh, jeez.
And these two go missing. Discord.
Beeloo, beeloo.
You just fucking deleted them.
Get fucking deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Yerlin. I like it. No attempt to save or warn the villagers. It's time to go.
Yeah. Now ours is ours is very much starting up the car and hoping that everyone
starting up the car.
Yeah, starting up the car.
We're going to start the car and get the hell out of here, there, bud.
Yeah, let's go, bud. This isn't a safe place no more. No, sir.
This isn't a good place to be. We're getting the fuck out of here, there, bud.
Yeah, let's get going and let's get the fuck out of here.
I imagine that Declan, having jumped off the roof, is still running to the vehicle.
Oh yeah, I'll say you're.
And
so Declan, basically Declan, pick your vehicle and hop into it at this point.
I'm definitely hopping in the Humvee with the crow's nest.
Okay, fair enough.
But as I'm running to it, I am yelling to ours, "Please go west, or please go east. Please go east."
Go east, so down, like this road.
No, this road, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Boyard. So Boyard. So Boyard, which truck do you pick, or which vehicle do you pick? The truck, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boyard would try to see if he can spot anything. It's just like, everyone stay in the inn. Everyone go in the inn. There's dessert in there.
So like, hey, where you going? And as you're kind of going towards the truck there, the one woman comes like running after you, about here, and she goes, "Hey, where are you going?" Boyard.
Hop in.
I'm gonna like whisper to Gray, and it's like, hey, we should probably, fix this instead of just running away.
Well, I don't think we have much of a choice in the matter.
I mean, we have plenty of choice in the matter.
Are you asking Declan at all?
I mean, yeah, I assume he'd stop by the truck, the Jeep, since he was over there.
I'm jumping into the Humvee and screaming, "Go east!"
Actually, no, that's too mean. Put it right here. Okay.
I mean, I'd rather not let this village all die.
So the villager goes like, "You just heading out? You're all done?" And she's holding a bottle, a very big bottle in her hand, like not opened yet.
I mean, worst comes to worst, we could just run the damn thing over.
Yes, well, the problem is their most likely target is us. So I would.
No, I think their most likely target is a bunch of very easy to eat drunk villagers.
No, you don't understand. The person that we were talking about earlier, the guy with the C name, he sent hunters after us. They're apparently marked towards these collars that you have. They are more than likely after us. If we get out of here, we might be able to save these people.
Are you sure that it's the hunters?
Well, I don't know any other reason. I don't know any other reason that they would be here.
Fact of the matter is, we don't know what it is. I'm jumping in the car screaming, people are just flat out disappearing in front of my eyes, and there's a very, very deep growl. We need to move.
That sounds like a Drake to me.
Do you want to stick around right now?
I'd rather not let the village get eaten by Drakes. We're already here.
Getting eaten builds character.
Yes. But if we at least get back, we can set up positions and not be right dead center in the middle of this.
Then fine. Let us deal with it.
At least let us take a look. We have plenty of time to get to the cars.
We're already in the cars.
Yes.
Okay, so
just leave them running.
To stop the arguing, what ours is going to do, he's going to open the driver door, and somewhere around here, he's going to cast, is it Flare? Yeah, he's going to cast Flare, because this is apparently in this area, because this is apparently the area where.
Can you use a template, please?
Long click on it.
Yeah, like right there.
Oh, that there. Okay.
It?
Yeah, I see it. Sure. So go ahead and do your template for flare. Spread it out for me.
Let me do that.
Wait, let's debate it. 2 more villagers disappear. Nom, 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 nom. It's just playing Pac-Man with them. It's just playing Pac-Man.
Range for flare is 30 feet, right? Or is it 60 feet?
It'll say so in the book.
Actually, check something.
I don't have the book open right now. I have limited resources.
Worst player ever. It's only a hospital, bro. I'll give you 1 second. I'll find out for you. I gotta send Sopralto her money real quick.
Screw it, I'll do it anyway.
Within 150 feet. Okay. So this is supposed to be way bigger than.
Alright, so.
As he is doing that.
Okay.
I really don't want to do this, but I'm gonna do it. Declan is gonna pop off 1 shot just to, so the villagers hear gunshots and get inside, hopefully.
They're all kind of drunk, and they were heading towards the inside of the place anyway, so.
I don't care how much I'm drinking. If I hear gunshots, I'm getting to safety.
Well, if you are used to gunshots, that's the issue.
Yeah, because you might have just like made them paralyzed with fear.
Let's see here. So you fire a gunshot. Let's see what happens.
Gonna roll for it.
I am gonna roll for it. You're correct. Okay, I'm gonna roll for it. So as you shoot, everyone kind of goes. Everyone goes, huh? You know, it's kind of all stop and kind of look towards, like loud, but they're all looking towards you. And as you fire that flare off, they don't see the shadow of the young Drake being casted along the main avenue square.
Yeah, big hunter, you see?
And of course, Castle already ran off.
So they're all looking towards you, and literally, you're like everyone. As you kind of look over them, you see the shadow loom around the mayoral building, and you literally go as you see the Drake's shadow head slowly turn towards you as it tracks the noise. The Drake is aware of where you are, and you hear it kind of go, and right through here, right through this little avenue right here. I'm going to do a line. Right, this little gap right here. You guys can see the Drake kind of duck its head towards you, and you see it's already covered in fucking blood. It looks right at Declan and moves right along here.
Get it, Declan.
Whoa.
I'm gonna run this way, and everyone in the inn. Everyone in the inn.
Okay, and there we'll stop till next Saturday when everyone's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have to fight a Drake in a populated village.
Well, a young Drake, so it's not
Boyard.
too bad. It could be worse.
Boyard.
Never roll for random encounters.
Bro, it was a double
Don't
one,
do that
bro.
anymore.
Double fucking
Hey,
one.
we wanted to fight a Drake anyway.
Actually, hold on. My little math nerds. What's the chance of a double one?
Like 1 in 400?
You know, it's very unlikely.
Yeah, 1 in 400.
So that's just unfortunate, right there.
What was a good roll then?
No, 1 in 400. Never
What was the
mind.
16 about?
Yeah. So I mean, it's unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbled. Unfortunately.
I mean, we wanted to fight a Drake.
Boyard, your deer jerky smelled too good.
The deer barbecue too fucking fire, bro. I better calm that shit down. This dragon's like, hey, that smells pretty good. Like just
Yo, bro, cook less, please.
Right now, Declan is just like, okay, there's deer inside. Let's just throw it out at the Drake, and yeah.
Well, they don't even like to eat. They just kind of like roll around in the gore.
That's fine.
So I will say, as a bit of knowledge for you guys, if you survive this, you will learn that cooked and seared flesh that has char on it, which is most delicious to humans, is also most delicious to drakes, due to the fact that older female male drakes have fire pouches, and they'll broil shit alive to feed to the young. So the young get used to, well, young drakes get fed barbecue.
Oh, specifically because I did barbecue. God damn it.
So specifically, what you're saying is, if you know how to properly cook meat, you're fucked.
Well, no, just you made a lot of meat.
And I did it in an area where we know that a lot of drakes are.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
better be ready. I'm gonna stab this drake in its taint.
Just good. Just like.
Tell me that's where its weak spot is.
Hold on. Wait. Ours.
Yes.
Have you divulged any information from your conversation with Castle?
No.
Never mind.
When you rabbit stab a dragon in the tank like 7 times.
No, she said very specifically, shooting it in the back of the head at point blank.
Yeah, but I haven't actually divulged any of that. The
Okay,
only
so
one
I
that
don't know
knows
that.
about it is Haza. But
Okay.
Well,
that's
Boyar
that's
knows
something
about
that
its weak spot, quote unquote.
But yeah, that's the only person that would know, and this will probably be relayed to the rest of the group next session.
Well,
So,
until it is relayed to
what
me,
bit
I
did
will
I know?
continue to play how I normally would. And now I'm really wishing I had put some skill points into acrobatics.
So Yerlin says, Wendigo Lady comes back. Oh, I forgot my manga. Interrupts Drake's eating villagers while mercs are booking it.
That's part of the reason
I
why
forgot my
that was a bad
manga.
idea.
What the fuck?
So, out of curiosity, Guard,
Yeah,
what
what's up?
would I have had to roll? Because I saw the villagers, and then I saw them disappear, but I didn't see a Drake claw.
Yeah,
What
so
would I have had to roll to see the claw?
at
Just out of
least
curiosity.
5 above, but you couldn't get like enough above his stealth roll. You're just barely catching his movements.
Okay. That's fair. I was just curious.
It's fine.
Which sucks because you have a +6
Dude.
higher than his modifier.
I mean, if you actually go back through the rolls of this entire night, almost all of them were absolute shit.
Hey,
Almost
my
all
man's
of
out
them.
here trying. He trying, bro. God, is he trying?
I don't know what was up with Foundry tonight, but it just hated everybody.
I literally, I was like, you know what? If it's a nat 1 and something else, I would have done something different. But a nat 1 is just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it. Like, a nat 1 and a 10 would have been like, okay, some of the bounty hunters show up. And like, oh my God, barbecue. It's not bad, it's not good. But that's like, nat 1, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was just expecting the Wendigo deck. I was expecting the Wendigo to come. I didn't expect that she would already be here.
What? Oh, I see what you're saying. Never mind.
Anyway. So yeah, chat. Next Saturday is going to be a Drake fight. It's going to be literally Dungeons and Dragons in the Veil Rider TTRPG.
Yeah.
Minus the dungeon.
Minus the dungeon, you know. There might be a dungeon in
I
someone's
mean,
house, but yeah.
I was
that's
about to
it.
say we could make a dungeon up to
kinky.
the mayor's mansion.
The mayor's mansion. That's it. You're going to the dungeon. Ah, shit.
I didn't say
Alright.
what kind.
Oh my. All right. So yeah, that's that's a thing. All right, chat. We will see you next Saturday for the next game at usual time, same bat channel, same bat place. Players, say goodnight.
Good
chat.
night, everybody.
I'm gonna fucking die.